Well, a very good morning from Alton Towers Resort on a most beautiful bank holiday Monday, the last one of the May bank holiday at the end of the month. I am here on my own. So normally I'll say come and join us on our grand day out, and I will still stick to that because you are the ones that are with me today. You are my company. I am just so excited to have a day off from parenting, to be honest. So what's happening today, I'm just going to go around as much as I can. The park is open till late. I've actually got a stopwatch with me, so I'm going to try and time the queues as well to see how we go. I'll be doing what I can as a single rider. I've come through the Galactica gate. I think let's just go and crack on with it. So come and join me on our grand day out. I was instantly mistaken. Nemesis is not open until 11 o'clock. It was just testing. I didn't see the people not on it. Galactica is on an hour and Toxicator is on 5 minutes. So I thought, oh, I'll go over to Toxicator, and that's gone down. It's interesting that everybody's moved on. They're either in the queue for Galactica or they've moved to a different area because it's suddenly gone very, very quiet in this area. I'm not worrying because the park's open till 8 today, so I've got lots of time. Just enjoying being here. I've just seen the engineers go into Toxicator, so hopefully it won't be too long and then she'll be back up and running. Okay, Toxicator is done. I did Cycle Beta, which had some excellent 4 rolls. It was quite intense, it was really good. I actually enjoyed that much more than previous times. I wish the fountains were on today, really worth it. Nemi is going around with people on. Nemi is done. 10 minutes on the queue line from the start to getting off. Looks to be only one train. I was on row 3 on the left hand side. I think I'd give that a 6 on the rattle scale. I've decided I'm going to go and do Galactica. At least we've got the beautiful score of Galactica, which is top end of my favourites. It is warm. Hydrate, hydrate. Well, I was going to do Subterra, but it's gone down. That is all 4 rides in Forbidden Valley done. I probably spent far too long in there. It's now 20 to 1. Subterra, I waited for it. I sat and enjoyed the sunshine and had a few chats with some of the ride operators, which was nice. Heading over to Gloomy Wood, and the curse is not yet open. This is really good for me today. I'm normally quite shy. So to actually have to walk around talking to my camera is a good experience. I say talking to my camera, I'm talking to you. So it looks like Emily has got into the mechanics of the ride. Kirsty's misbehaving. They're not quite sure what's going on with that at the moment. One of the ride ops said that it was very possible that some of the issues from yesterday have carried on over. Heading into Katanga Canyon. And I think Choo Choo is in order. The Runaway Mine Train is done. 19 minutes from entering the queue to getting off the ride. So can't complain at that. Good fun ride. I still think it is running slower than last year. And a little bit more shaky, but good ride. I now have a promise to keep to my daughter. Minor change of plan. I'm not going to queue 15 minutes for Heave Ho. That's a bit much for my liking. So just in Mutiny Bay, it is just looking gorgeous here today at Towers. It's a super duper beautiful day, and there are lots of people enjoying the garden, you know, just enjoying the lawns even. Okay, let's do Spinball Whizzer on single track rider. That is 8 minutes 40 and done on Spinball Whizzer. That was a great ride. I really enjoyed that. It's so fun and interesting because when I first went on it with Eleanor, she didn't like it. And when you're there with it as a parent, I'm going to stand in the shade for a minute. When you're there as a parent and you're trying to support your child and your child's not enjoying themselves, it does change your experience. So to get on something and enjoy it for yourself is lovely. Right, it's warm. It is exceptionally warm. It is 10 to 2. So I think if I remember from the forecast, we're coming up to the peak heat time. Maybe going to get some shade in Hex. I tell a minor porky, this is clearly not Hex, this is the Smiler and X sector. The Smiler was advertised as a 25-minute wait, so I shall jump on here in single rider. I have just done the Smiler, and from the point of setting the stopwatch off to getting my bag back, 14 minutes 38 seconds. They're absolutely smashing it out today, and that was on single rider, of course, but they weren't leaving any gaps, so we were moving through really quickly. We're just trying to get a bit of shade in the concrete area of Oblivion. 13 and Rita were still down when last checked. It's a great sound. I may not love riding Oblivion, but I do enjoy watching other people on it. I think I'm going to go over to Wicker Man. I'm not looking forward to the Pen. That's going to be extremely hot. There's a notification on the Thrill Rides ride app times about saying certain rides not running in the heat. Now I'm wondering if that counts, if that's why Rita and 13 are not running. Maybe they'll be back on later on. Who knows? Yeah, we'll see. I've just seen something that's really made me happy. I've just met a dog handler with a working dog on site. The dog's name was Cole, and he was an explosive specialist. I think they should have a visible presence. Apparently they also have drug dogs, drug sniffing dogs, and so it should be, because it's completely not acceptable to come to places like this with drugs or inappropriate items. So well done Merlin for having a presence on that. More please, much more. Well, that certainly made for an interesting experience. I was on the Wicker Man for, according to the stopwatch, 1 hour and 16 minutes. The ride went down just as we were in the pre-show area, and it took about half an hour to get the ride back up again. It was quite interesting to sit in the pre-show with the lights on. Big shout out to Mackenzie, who was an excellent ride host, just popping in, or making sure we were okay, giving us what updates we could. Once we got on the ride, I was on front row left, and it must be the heat. The ride was absolutely flying today. It's absolutely fabulous. Okay, I have come to the other side of Fountain Square, just outside the world of David Walliams, and Fountain Square has got this festival set up. Not sure it's my thing. I like the stalls, but the music, it's not my cup of tea. Boring old woman. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to do 13 and Hex, and then I will make my choices of what I want to do from there. Rita, there is an engineer on site, so doing everything they can. I mean, you probably picked this up by now, but I've got so much respect for mechanics and engineers. They do such an incredible job, and we just take it for granted of how hard they work. So always remember to give a bit of love to the people that make this park go round. 13 is currently being advertised at 15 minutes. Stopwatches have started. I'm doing single rider. I just spoke to somebody outside Rita as well. The reason Rita is down is because of the heat. They do have an engineer on site, just trying to figure what they can do to get her going. But yeah, Rita is not liking the hot weather. Can't say I blame her, to be honest. 9 minutes and 34 and I am off 13. They are absolutely chucking them out. Well done, Ride Ops, you are being amazing today. Rita is testing. So we have just tried to pre-queue for Rita because she was testing. Some of the staff came around and said that she's not going to be opening anytime soon. So yeah, poor girl, she's hot. Hex. Hexy Hex. And that is Hex done. I really enjoyed that ride. Again, it's turning into my favourite thing of just riding with people who've never ridden before. Just hearing how they react to things. The two girls that were sitting next to me were worried that it was going to have a vertical drop, and the ride up was just like, maybe, when they asked him. And then one of them started to panic a little bit because she was the illusion, and so I just explained, watch people's hair. I have got 2 hours, so what should I do? What would you do? What would be your go-to rides? And the chapel is open again. I love it when we get to see a bit of the chapel, any part of the house. It's just so beautiful. I mean, this whole house in its glory would have been absolutely a wonder. It's all because of a marriage breakdown that it went to ruin. I've just had my second ride on the Smiler. Not bad for a bank holiday Monday. It's nearly 6:30. I was 10 minutes on and off the Smiler. I think I might do Wicker Man again and Nemesis. I just want to try and get the most I can out of the last couple of, hour and a half. I think a lot of people are going home, the families perhaps going home with little kids because they'll have had a lot of heat, and CBBS will have probably closed by now. It is a good reminder to see when Towers is in bloom. So gorgeous here. Go on then. 13. 10 minutes. Single rider. Let's go. Second ride on 13 done. That was a 14-minute to the off-ride time. Bit of time on the brake run. Also being single rider, what happened on that one was actually the main queue line was actually empty, and the attendant had to wait kind of the best he could for actually to fill up the train with single riders. You know, they're meant to wait for that odd number, you know, the groups that are coming in 3s and 5s. Eventually just sent us on 10 to 7. What to do now? So this could be where it all goes disastrously wrong. I've just had some loaded fries and now jumping onto Spinball. 7 o'clock. Can I get 3 rides done before 8 o'clock? Let's go. It's 4 minutes past 7. Literally walked straight onto that. Might not have been my best idea. I might be feeling a little queasy right now because I was on the side where there was 2 adults and there was 2 children on the back or front, whatever. That was the most spin I've ever had on Spinball Whizzer. So I was like, so let's head over to Wicker Man. So these 2 lovely lads want to get on front row. Go, give me a wave, guys. Hi. Go, get on front row. And they promised to subscribe. Thanks, guys. That is ride number 2 on the Wicker Man done. I'm now heading to Forbidden Valley. I'm hoping to jump on the curse on the way past. Wish me luck, because it is now 27 minutes past 7. I could normally say 7:30, but every minute counts. curse. 5 minutes. That's just as we expect. That'll probably be walk on. So let's go and see Emily and her most neglecting parents. Fancy. This is always the part of the curse that gets me. How does Emily's parents not know she's dabbling in such evil things? They're that bad of a parents. It is 7:40 and I'm on my way to Nemi. I'm almost thinking, could I get Nemi and Galactica in? I'll have to wait and see. Those three lads. There were three lads who I met on Wicker Man who said they would subscribe, and they saw me just as I was going on the curse, and hopefully we'll get to say hi to them again because they would really like to be in the video. Thanks guys. Nemi is on 5 minutes and I'm gonna go. Amazing last hour. I hope you don't mind me walking and talking. Have a guess of how many rides I got on in the last hour. So when we first started, I managed to do 13. Then I got to Spinball Whizzer. Then I got to Wicker Man. Then I made it to Emily, Curse. Then I got on Nemesis. Had a little problem with my fast track, I will tell you about that in a moment. And I got front row on Nemesis. Yes! I've waited so long to get front row on Nemi. So, and that's just an out of this world experience, I think. And then I got on Galactica. So, I got on 5 rides in the last hour. I don't think that's bad going at all. The staff at the park have done incredible today. They all deserve a Merlin star, in my opinion, especially the engineers. Now I got, just as I came off Nemi, I was just pegging it over to Galactica, I bumped into one of the engineers and I gushed a little bit, just saying thank you for how hard that they've worked. And he said, yeah, it's been a tough one today. He gave an example of the slider track on Nemesis swelled. It expanded in the heat, not swelled, but expanded in the heat. So they had to hose it down to try and get it to cool down to reduce its size. And I was just like, oh well, you know, thank you for everything you do. Please pass on my praise and my appreciation to the rest of the team. And he said, well, I'm the manager of the engineers, so I will do. Okay. Today has been not about just coming to Alton Towers. It's been a bit of a mental health break for me. Okay, so this is why I wanted to come this way, because isn't she stunning? She is just beautiful. What a day. What a day. Oh, the goslings are all getting so big. Just complimenting you and your baby, don't worry.
Enjoy a special sleepover.
I'm back at the car. I had to get out the park because it was closing. I think I've more or less said everything I wanted to say about today, but it's been a great day. The park's not as busy as you think it might be, and I think it might have helped that the new ride at Paulton's Park had opened, and also Blackpool Pleasure Beach has got a Viticus. That's a mouthful there. Blackpool Pleasure Beach had got a Viticus open, so maybe some of the traffic has gone those two directions. Maybe the heat kept people away. I think the heat certainly made people go a little earlier tonight. See, I'm gluing. Today's been great. Now, one of the things I wanted to say that did go a little wrong as a Platinum Pass holder, when I arrived at the park, the person on the gate scanned my card. I didn't think any more of it apart from, I'm sure you're meant to have scanned my email. But anyway, when I then went to use my fast track on Nemi, it had already shown up that my fast track had been used. So that's the only thing that I can put that down to. So just be careful, make sure that you get the right things scanned when you enter a park. Wasn't the end of the world because Nemi was walk on anyway. Awesome day. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, if you are the 3 guys who said that you would subscribe to my channel and I didn't get to see you near Galactica, I did look for you. So I hope I'll use what I can with the videos and hopefully you get your moment in the video. But thank you so much for being awesome today. It was great to meet you. And there we go. That has been our grand day out. Thank you so much for joining and we'll see you next time. Bye.